So we are back here with another video, man, and we need to talk about this. So obviously we have the free diamond Kristaps Porzingis that came out last week, and then today we have got the diamond Fred VanVleet that came out today. So these season 3 mini spotlight challenges, in my head, this is kind of what's going through my head, right? For the whole first half, well, not even the first half, but the first part of the year, every kind of, content creator, comp player, and everything was always preaching, like, oh, there's nothing to do for beginner players. There's nothing to do for people to start off this game. If you're no money spent, you're always going to be way behind. It's impossible to have fun, no money spent. Just all these kind of claims, like, to where there's nothing to do for people that are just entering the game. And now we're starting to get things for people that are just starting out the game. Not to mention you get 30k MT for these ornament balls. If you were to grind out both of these, get 10 total ornament balls, that's 30k MT. And no one's talking about that. Everyone's just talking about how trash Fred VanVleet and Kristaps Porzingis is. These cards are not for comp players. These are a super easy grind for somebody some little kid that only logs in on Saturdays and wants to get a card that he can cheese and offline with a little bit. This is what these are for. I don't know why in this community everyone thinks that every card and every piece of content needs to be for everybody. That is not how gaming works. That's not how anything in life works. It just genuinely is not. So I really don't get it. The same people that were asking for stuff for beginner players are continuing to complain about this. And it makes zero sense. This would be like if we were in the Fortnite community and everybody expected to like every skin that comes out, and then if they don't like a skin, they rant about it. Like, the fun of this game, I mean, if everybody just liked every card and every card was OP and every card had, all of the meta animations and stuff, like, what fun would that be? The fun of my team is the variety of people's teams, the variety of players, the variety of just everything. And you can use who you want to use. You don't need to use the cards that Ty tells you are good. You do not need to use the cards that comp players are using or tier 1 showdown players are using. Use who you want to use. It does not matter if your team is a competitive team online. If that is what you are seeking out on this game, then that's awesome. You do you, but that is not what everybody, is trying to get out of this game. Like I've said in prior videos, some people like to do theme teams. Some people like to do, just create a team with random players. Like, maybe somebody wants to run Fred VanVleet at their point guard. Maybe somebody wants to run Kristaps because they can, cheese with them a little bit. So I just don't know what we are really doing. We're in a situation now where no matter what they drop, if it's like, Galaxy Opal Marc Gasol, people are complaining about how hard he is to get. And I understand it. He is very, very hard to get. But this card is not for the little Jimmy that is going to be going for Fred VanVleet. Just like Fred VanVleet is not for the big baller that is going for Marc Gasol. There's no scenario where they can make every card for everybody. And if they start making cards like Marc Gasol super easy to get, then that is not fair to people that put time into this game. I think that people just don't realize that. And we are continuing to see people compare rewards this year to rewards in past Myteams and say, oh, do you remember when we got good spotlights? Do you remember when we got good rewards? Do you know how long spotlights used to take? Spotlights used to take, like, that one for like Kobe and James Harden. I'm pretty sure it was like, I don't even know what it was, but it was something crazy. It was like probably an over 100-hour grind to get those cards. It was no joke. And people complained about how long that took, so they took it out. Now we're getting spotlights that you can complete in an hour. You cannot expect the card to be meta. You just can't. It would not be fair to people who put time into this game. It just wouldn't. And I don't, people are gassing up, reward cards from 2K22 and reward cards from 2K21. And if we looked at the rewards that we were getting at this point in the year in those games, they would be very similar, if not worse. I think a lot of people just say things without actually kind of looking back on games. Like, go look at 2KDB and look at what we had as like ball drop and vault rewards at this time in the year in those games. And they would not even be close to as good as any of these pink diamonds. Maybe, similar to Catino. I remember we got an amethyst Catino Mobley at one point. I think it was in 2K21. He was not the vault reward, but you had to get like, I don't know, 50 triple threat offline wins, 100 triple threat offline wins or something. That card was good. And this pink diamond Catino Mobley's good too, but he's not meta, so I guess since he's not meta, there's no point in using him. Because if you don't use a meta team, there's no way to have fun in this game. Obviously, I'm joking, but just come on. What are we really doing here? We ask for something, we get it, we complain about it. We expect everything to be for everybody. That is not how anything in life works. If everybody liked the same things, just think about how boring life would be. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of a broad example, but let's just think about things. I think that there is a lot of people that are in a place right now that really need to take a step back from this game and just kind of take a deep breath. And it would really help out a lot of people because some people are so invested into this game, so burnt out on this game. And when you get to that point where you continue to do something, it's like if you've been working a job for 5 years and doing the same repetitive tasks every day. You're going to come into work with a negative attitude. You're going to bring a negative attitude home. You're just going to be kind of leaning towards negative with everything. And we are seeing people that are at this point with this game. And just like DBG has been saying, and the funny part is I actually agree with a lot of what DBG has said on this. We have never got easy reward cards that are meta. I don't know why everyone thinks that that was, a thing in the past, but let's talk about the whole situation with DBG briefly as well. I agree with everything that he has said about this situation. I do. I'm completely on his side with this. I don't know what is going on with all these complaints. It's pretty ridiculous in my opinion. But I don't know why he's acting surprised because he was the one who started this whole negative culture with this game back in 2K23. He started the rant culture back then and even now. He pulls in, some of the most views. There's people that only watch his channel when it comes to Myteam, and he started the negative culture. So I don't know why he's turning around surprised now that people are complaining about this when he's complained about everything for 3 years. Because kind of before 2K23, there really wasn't many complaints about anything. Yes, the game was perceived as better, I get it. But we brought in this negative culture, and that is where most of the complaining comes from. So just let me leave you guys with that. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. I just really am failing to understand. People talking about, oh, everyone's standards are too low. And I mean, if they started giving us overpowered cards every Tuesday, or what is it today? It's Wednesday, sorry. If these were like opals that were some of the best cards in the game, first of all, people would be ranting about pacing, and rightfully so, because the pacing would be effed up. And second of all, it would just be the biggest slap in the face to people who have grinded this game the whole year. It would be. It's just like when people were asking about, oh, can we get a free locker? I can't even remember what the situation was, but people were asking for a free pink diamond hidden gem pack. People were expecting it in the level 40 grind for season 2 when we just had to grind our ass off to get one in season 1, the pink diamond hidden gem pack, and then people were asking, expecting almost for one to be handed out for free in the level 40 grind. And it's like, what? Like, that would not be fair. So let's just think things through. Let's, think about inclusivity as a community. You don't need every card. Not every card needs to make your team. You don't, and even if you don't want these cards, just go grind out those ornament balls. Get yourself 20 or 30K for free, man. You can get a decent card for 20 or 30K, or you can just, put that into your bank of MT, man, and save up for a card that you do want. I mean, that's a good little chunk of MT that takes like 2 hours to get. So anyway, I don't want to get to the point where I'm repeating myself, so I think I'll cut it off here. But make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a like on the video, man. Let me know what you guys think. And I will see you guys in the next vid.